Hey guys, for this hairstyle I'm working with her hair while it's damp because we're going to be tying some knots and that's just going to help keep the flyaways down. And then I've just put her bangs area up into a little poof here, and I'm going to grab a strand of hair on each side and make a braid. I'm going to be making just a regular braid. If you'd rather do a rope braid or a fishtail, you can do that. And I'm just braiding this to the point where I can join this in the center with another braid from this side, and then I'm going to clip it off for now. And then same thing over here, I'm just going to make another braid. Okay, I went ahead and made another braid over here, and then I'm just going to lift this center ponytail out of the way and tie these together in the back. So now I'm going to take this ponytail and split it in half. We're just going to be working with half at a time. And then this hair is kind of dried out, so I'm just going to get it wet again. This is the hair that you're going to want super wet because this is the hair we're going to be making the knots with. Depending on the thickness of your hair, you can really do as many knots as you want, but you want to take fairly small strands. If they're too thick, it's not going to lay right. So I'm taking a piece about like that. It's pretty small, and I'm going to bring it underneath this braid, and then I'm going to bring it up, and it's going to go underneath this piece here. And then just kind of pull the bottom of that so that it becomes tight, and then you can just lay it right here while you're doing the rest of the knots. And I'm just going to repeat that process all the way down to this elastic. So again, I'm bringing this underneath the braid and then underneath this strand here. And then to tighten it, you want to pull on the bottom. Okay, so this side is finished. These obviously aren't going to stay like this by themselves, so we're going to come back and add another braid underneath. But while we're doing the other side, it should be fine just to stay as it is. And we're going to do the exact same thing over here. So you're going to kind of try to get this symmetrical. Since this last strand here kind of went over the center, I'm just going to make 3 out of this one, so that we'll have 3 here, 3 on this side, and 1 in the middle. So you're just going to tie this in the opposite way. I brought it down through, and instead of coming up on this side, I'm going to bring the strand up on this side and then bring it underneath. And then that makes it like a mirror image. Alright, now that we have the top of that done, I'm just going to come back over to this side, grab another strand of hair, and we're just going to make a braid and then add these in as I'm going. And when you're adding them in, you don't want to pull them super tight. You want to leave them kind of loose so that the design remains as it is. Okay, so now that I have a small start to that braid, I'm going to add in this first strand. And again, I'm just keeping it kind of loose. And then I'm going to braid over a couple more times until I get to the next one and just keep going. Okay, so again, I'm just going to tie this off while I do the other side. Okay, now I'm just going to take these 2 braids and tie them together. Okay, that is the finished style. Right now it's looking kind of flat and not that great, but when this dries, it's going to look really pretty. We may even add some curls, but that is the basic design.